So the proteins they are originated or synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum. They may be transported to Golgi complex. We have noted that or studied that the endoplasmic reticulum is having three regions. They are cis region, trans region, and a mid region. Cis region is the region that oriented towards the nucleus, and the trans region is the region that oriented away from the nucleus. And likewise, the case of Golgi complex also, it having three regions. They are a cis side, trans side, and a mid side. Cis side is the region that faces towards the nucleus or towards the endoplasmic reticulum, and trans side is the region that faces away from the nucleus. So the proteins they are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum. They may be moved from endoplasmic reticulum to the cis side of the Golgi complex through vesicles. They are originated from the trans side of the endoplasmic reticulum. So this trans side of the endoplasmic reticulum that doesn't have any ribosomes. These regions are known as transitional regions, transitional elements, or transitional endoplasmic reticulum. And the space in between endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi complex is known as ergic. Ergic means endoplasmic reticular Golgi intermediate compartment, and these are the regions where vesicular tubular clusters arises. These vesicular tubular clusters arise from endoplasmic reticulum, and they may move from the endoplasmic reticulum towards the cis side of the Golgi complex. Now about Golgi complex. They are flattened disc-like structures. They have a cis and a trans Golgi network regions. See, this is the cis Golgi network region, and this is the trans Golgi network region. In addition, in between we can see the medial cisterna regions. So coming to the cis Golgi network region, they are the regions that faces towards the endoplasmic reticulum or towards the nucleus. So the proteins those are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum. They may be moved or passed to the Golgi network through the vesicles. Those are arised from the trans region of the endoplasmic reticulum, and those vesicles comes and join to the cis side of the Golgi network. These Golgi network having different compartments. Each of these compartments having different combinations of enzymes. Enzymes means those are involved in the modifications of proteins, lipids, glycoproteins, or glycolipids. So the vesicles comes and join to the cis Golgi network, and the contents will be released into the cis Golgi region, and that vesicle will become the part of the cis Golgi network. After the modifications those are happening in the cis Golgi network, the proteins will be moved to the next compartment through the vesicles. Those are arised from cis Golgi network, and then the proteins will be modified in that compartment, and after that from that compartment another vesicles arises, and through that vesicles this modified protein will move to the next compartment, and in that compartment too another modifications will occur. So from cis side to the trans side, the proteins and lipids get modified sequentially. So coming back to the cis Golgi network region, there we can see interconnected tubules. These interconnected tubules are the regions those remain in the Golgi network after the vesicles budded. So after the vesicles arise, the remaining region can be seen as the interconnected tubule region, and this is Golgi network is the primary sorting station. That means it distinguishes whether the protein to be shipped back to the endoplasmic reticulum or to be proceed to the trans side of the Golgi network. That means that sometimes we can see that some of the proteins of endoplasmic reticulum like chaperones or SRP receptors may be transported to the cis side of the Golgi network. So these proteins are primarily involved or present in the endoplasmic reticulum. So that protein need to be shipped back to the endoplasmic reticulum, and that's why I have mentioned that this cis Golgi network is the primary sorting station. And now coming back to the trans Golgi network region. Likewise, in the case of cis Golgi network, these trans Golgi network are also the regions from where vesicles may be raised, and these vesicles may contain the sequentially modified proteins or lipids. So these are the regions that distinguishes whether the vesicles may be moved to the plasma membrane or to various intracellular organelles or various intracellular destinations. In each of the compartments of Golgi network, there we can see different combinations of enzymes. So the proteins or lipids, they may be getting sequentially modified from the cis side to the trans side of the Golgi network. Some of the modifications occur in Golgi complexes are protein trimming, amino acid modifications like hydroxylation of lysine and proline. These modified amino acids, that means hydroxylated lysine and proline, that can be seen in the collagen. This is a glycoprotein mainly seen in the extracellular matrices. So this is a structural glycoprotein. And another modification is all linked glycosylation, that is mainly occur in Golgi complex. We have already studied that the N-linked glycosylations are occurring in endoplasmic reticulum, and here in the case of Golgi complex, all linked glycosylation, that is mainly happening in Golgi complex. One more thing to be mentioned, that the N-linked glycosylation or glycosylated proteins and lipids, those may be fashioned here in or modified here in Golgi complex too. And these glycosylations mainly carried out by the glycosyl transferases. For example, sialic transferases. And this is the main site of synthesis of some of the polysaccharides like glycosaminoglycans, pectins, hemicellulose, etc. And the movement of the vesicle, that may be categorized into two, that is retrograde movement and anterograde movement. Retrograde movement means from trans side to the cis side movement, and the anterograde movement of the vesicle means from the cis side of the Golgi network to the trans side of the Golgi network. The movement of the vesicle, that can be categorized into two. They are anterograde movement and retrograde movement. Anterograde movement is the movement of the vesicle from cis side of the Golgi network to the trans side of the Golgi network, or from the trans Golgi network to the various cell organelle or various cell destinations like lysosomes or plasma membrane, etc. All of them are coming under this category, anterograde movement. And about retrograde movement, they are the movement of the vesicle from trans side of the Golgi network to the cis side of the Golgi network, or from the Golgi network to the endoplasmic reticulum. Both of them are coming under this retrograde movement category. For example, some of the proteins, they may be localized specifically in cis Golgi network. For example, mannose. This is an enzyme which removes the mannose from oligosaccharide, that is specifically localized in the cis Golgi network region. By mistake, they can be transported from the cis Golgi network to trans Golgi network. So these kinds of proteins, those are transported to trans Golgi network, need to be bring it back to the cis Golgi network region. This is by means of the movement from the trans to the cis side of the Golgi network. These sort of movement are retrograde movements. For example, some of the proteins like SRP receptor, they will be specifically present in the endoplasmic reticulum. They're also by mistake they can be moved to the Golgi network. So bringing those kinds of protein from Golgi network to endoplasmic reticulum, that also can be categorized under retrograde movement. All of these are possible by the movement of these vesicles. These vesicles are a membrane layer on a cytosolic side having a protein coat. So they will be also known as coated vesicles.